Hey, what's going on, guys? Freshly Finished here, and today I'm bringing you a gameplay Vod review of me playing Reinhardt. Today I'm playing on PinnedForTheWin, which is my Reinhardt one-trick account. I get to play Rein a lot, and I practice a lot of my Rein on this account. Right now, I think I'm 3,900, 2 games out of GM in this game, and I had a blast. This was a great game. I got to play super aggressive, and I wanted to show you guys the ways that the tips that I gave you can allow you to play an aggressive game, such as this one. Now we have a pretty standard comp. We have a Roadhog, Moira Lucio heals, and I think our damage is a Junkrat, which in my mind lets me know that this high damage comp that we're running is going to hurt the enemy if they have a shield. So in knowing that your team has high damage, it means that you're going to be able to play an aggressive Rein because your shield is going to take less damage than theirs. So here I am pinning out, trying to get up to the point as quickly as possible. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to hold shield for my team, and I'm going to try to gain as much ground as possible. You'll know that your team will follow you, so wherever you hold shield is where they're going to be. Now that high damage team that we're running managed to allow me to clean up a couple of one-shots. When somebody's right in front of you, go ahead and swing, hold shield, swing, hold shield. I'm low health here, which means that I need to back up and play safe. Normally I would advise that you push up, such as this, but I was low health. And you're going to see me die here. What happened is the monkey jumped in and the enemy team pushed behind me. So I want to let you guys know that if you make a decision, my decision was go to the monkey, is to stick with that decision. I hesitated and it ended up getting me killed. Right here you're going to see I realized that my voice chat broke and that I'm not going to be able to communicate with my team this game, which is pretty frustrating. Episode 1 is all about confidence and comms. So you're going to see a lot of confidence in this game, but not so much comms. I noticed that the Tracer gets a pick and that I get a pick, which allows me to create as much space as possible for my team to push up, play super aggressive, and farm ults. We want to get as much ults as we can. I noticed that the monkey uses his bubble and that I have shatter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break the shatter, I'm going to look into the choke, and I'm going to go for as many kills as I can right here. The reason it's good to shatter in a choke is that the enemy can't really move left and right. So these doorways are really good places to slam. Here I'm going to back up. We didn't want to overextend too far, and I noticed that our team goes down one. So what I try to do is I try to go for a big pin, go for a pick, which is a mistake. What I should have done is back up, try to kite the ults, which means allow my team to do damage without taking damage, and waiting for their ults to go away. Now the Sombra was just being annoying. She wasn't really doing a whole lot except just hacking me. And what I'm going to try to do here is push up and get space for my team. Now I noticed that Roadhog uses hook, so I know that I can push in. And instead of keeping my eyes on the enemy Reinhardt, which is something that you should always do, I get distracted by the Roadhog and I end up dying, getting pinned by their Reinhardt, which made a great play. Right here I get a little frustrated. Just because I can't communicate to my team, and I just feel like I needed to make a play here. So what I did was I flank shattered. I ended up killing 2 people, and I managed to get in a sticky situation here, and I tried to get myself out of it. I was pretty close. I landed a great pin on their Rein, left him 1 shot, and I left the Lucio 1 shot as well. Right there, I wasn't holding my shield. I got hooked. Luckily my team sort of picked up my slack, ended up killing their Roadhog, and we dropped the beat here, which is a green light to be super aggressive. I back up just because I get hacked and then I try to kill their Genji. I try to peel for my team and try to save them. Now, with the overtime ticking down, I just had to make a desperate play, try to charge on the point. Didn't work out. We end up losing. And we're going to move on to the second round here. So I throw a Fire Strike here and forget that they have a Genji, so he deflects it. So always keep that in mind. Their Reinhardt played super aggressive, which was a bad idea. He had a bad charge there. He charged in 6v6, which ends up costing his team. We noticed that all of their team is half health or less, so what we do is push up. We make sure that we stay alive, and we get ults. As you can see, I already have Shatter before the point even gets capped. And see, what I'm doing here is I'm getting the high ground. It's always good to have high ground. So limiting this top portion, what I'm doing now, this top route, forces them to go bottom, forces them to go main gate, and gives our team the high ground. Now we end up giving point for free here, which is very bad. And I noticed that their Rhine is distracted, so I go ahead and slam, big slam, and get 3 kills. You'll see that Sombra translocated here, so which means that the only place that she can go is that edge of the map. So even though she was invisible, I knew she was there, and I was able to clean it up. And I'm gonna go straight back to the high ground. You always want to limit the high ground. You're gonna see their Rhine come up here. He's gonna be like, nope, not going there. There's 3 or 4 people. The Sombra made the same mistake she did before, is using her translocator in a poor way. And now we're gonna push this 6v4 now. You're gonna notice that I threw a Fire Strike there to try to predict where they're gonna come from. It ended up landing, and because they're 6v4, I ended up pinning in, trying to play aggressive. And now that we got picks, it's fine. Now I'm just gonna hold shield, let my Zarya do work. Whenever you have a Zarya, you want to shield her, let her do as much damage as possible. She's gonna grab here, and I'm gonna hold my shield because I know that their Rhine has Shatter. I noticed that their enemy team doesn't die after the Shatter, so I use my Shatter. I always recommend using your Shatter after the grab. That way they are held in place for the full duration of the grab, and then they will be stunned for the full duration of the Earth Shatter. The only reason that they didn't die there is because the Lucio dropped the beat, which ended up saving their team. And our Tracer had some big pulse bombs. We are up in this fight, and so what we're going to do is we're just going to push up, clean up all the extra kills, and we're going to get our ults back. Whenever you go up in a fight, it's good to play aggressive, except for when you're low, like I am right now. As the main tank, you want to make sure that you stay alive, so holding your shield up like I did there, and getting crazy pins like that are pretty important. Now, the reason I pinned there is because the time was ticking down, and I wanted to try to boop the enemies trying to get on point. Now, even if you don't pin the enemies, you still have a knockback effect, and that knockback effect just happened to allow me to kill the Genji. So here we have a Lucio again, so we can speed up. I want to try to get on their side of the point like that. That allows my team to have as much space to work with, and because I am low, I'm going to back up. Now, the reason that that was so effective, the reason that we won that, is because I was swinging and swinging and swinging, playing super aggressive, and I stayed alive. And by doing that, I left their team low. They pushed up to try to kill me, and my team pushed up and finished them off. Now here I want to back up to this these stairs because that's sort of the choke on this map. I'm going to play super aggressive, and I'm going to stay alive. I'm going to hold shield, and I end up getting shot in my back. That's something that's going to happen a lot when you play Reinhardt. It's not something you can really do anything about. They just flanked. They're going to shoot you in the back. I mean, your shield's in front, and you know, you can only do so much. Now this 1v1 with this Sombra, she kept hacking me, and what I kept trying to do is just break line of sight. I didn't want her to get full charge. And what I try to do here is try to guess her translocate. I was a little early. She ends up living. And my team is here, so we can push up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push up. I'm going to notice that their Rhine is to the left, right as I get my shatter. And so I'm going to try to shatter the people on the right. I end up killing 2. And running into this soldier here, I try to kill him, and I end up trying to just zone him out of the fight because he has the range that I don't have. Their Reinhardt lands a big shatter. I probably should have tried to stay on point, even though I killed 2. And I end up just dying here because of bad position. So our Tracer gets a huge pulse bomb here, and so our Lucio, Tracer, and Genji, as well as myself, push up, play super aggressive because it's a 4v2 now. Farm ults, kill these 2, and retake the point. Always play aggressive. And a quick note right here, I tried to bait the deflect by flicking my fire strike up, but he ends up deflecting it. That's just something that you can try to do. And what I'm going to do here is try to conceal my fire strikes, as I mentioned in my fire strike video. If you haven't seen that, please go check it out. The Genji gets in, we grab, so I try to go for the quick kill on the Lucio. I end up getting it, as well as the kill on the Winston. Whenever you're hacked as Reinhardt, as you can see, as I just was, you either have 2 options. One, you can try to hide so that you're not taking damage, or you can just swing, swing, swing. Now the reason I chose swing, swing, swing is because we were up in the fight. See, as this one, we are not up in the fight, so I'm going to hide. And what I'm going to try to do is, our Mercy went down, so I'm going to try to just shatter to stall him. She ends up coming back, and we get into a regular team fight. So I'm going to try to do as much damage as I can to the tanks. I didn't see any squishy heroes, so I'm just going to try to do as much damage to the D.Va and the Winston. I'm just going to swing into the grab, which is what you should always do. They didn't have a Reinhardt that time, so I don't have to shield first. They don't have any ults to block. And I end up landing a huge pin on this Genji. One tip with Genji ults is that if you try to go for the pin on the Genji, which you should only do if your team is winning a fight, is to try to pin towards your teammates. The idea behind this is Genjis will try to dash into your teammates. So if you pin towards your teammates, usually you can land the pin as he dashes. Now right there I pinned to get back on the point, just to get as much percentage as I could. I ended up dying, and now we're on to the next fight. I have shatter here. I noticed that the Winston uses bubble, and I tried to shatter. In my shatter video I mentioned how Sombra can take your ult away, and that's the perfect example. She hacked me and took my ult away. Now our Zarya gets a huge grab here. I'm going to try to swing into it. This monkey's pushing me away. But our Genji cleans up pretty well. It's pretty simple stuff from here to the rest of this round. Just swing, do as much damage as you can, keep an eye on your health, make sure you're not dying. It's never a good idea to die when you are ahead in a fight. It's better to take it slow. Just play aggressive when you can, but to play it slow and to win the fight. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions. Leave a like if you enjoyed, because that will let me know that I should keep doing these. I actually enjoy doing these. It helps me out and become a better player. And here's that pulse bomb. Whew. Anyways, I ended up with gold damage, 14,000 in 14 minutes. So pretty good game. 15 shatter stuns, 11 kills. take a look at my other guide videos, and be the best Ryan that you can be. That's going to be it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.